Welcome to HYBIZ News. My name is Suresh Kochatil. Selling a car is not an easy game. Right from the early days, we have seen that car is a very competitive business and selling it is all the more tough. A car dealer has a tremendous responsibility in terms of pushing the sales for the brand they are actually seeking out. Over the years, the buyers have become more smart. Today, they know everything about what a car is and what to buy. All they do is a bit of shopping to see who gives the best deal. Today we have with us Harshavardhan Muppavarapu, Managing Director of Harsha Auto Group, speaking to us on various issues about his group and the future plans. Thank you for speaking to us, sir. At the outset, let me ask you, where did you start, how did you start, and where are you right now in terms of the automobile sales?
I started my business from 2001 into two-wheeler. Initially, I was not into automobile. I was into a separate this thing, aquaculture. But once I got married into a family of automobile this thing, then I started my career as a two-wheeler dealer in Visakhapatnam. In Toyota, we started with Hyderabad, and from Hyderabad, we slowly expanded to other parts of Andhrapradesh, more into Rayalaseema region. Then from there, we started into Tamil Nadu also. Chennai, other branches we added. Simultaneously, after Toyota, we went into heavy trucks and buses also. We started our Volvo business. Volvo started immediately 2 years after Toyota. So from there, again, we established all parts of Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. Then we started into, what do you call, Bharat Benz. That is more for commercial trucks and buses. Bharat Benz also is part of total Telangana and part of Rayalaseema in Bharat Benz. Then we started Renault cars in Visakhapatnam, this thing, which is covering around 5 districts of Andhra Pradesh, and Mahindra also, which covers around 3 districts of Andhra Pradesh.
You have a clutch of brands today. You have Toyota, which you started with, and then of course you have the Benz, you have the Renault and other brands in your group. How is it to deal with all these brands, one after another, or all together? It must be quite a challenge because the cultures of each of these companies is totally different from the other. How is it that you at the top are dealing with these kind of different groups in the same basket?
Luckily for me, advantage is me and my wife, both of us are into business, and she is more experienced than me into automobile because her family is totally into automobile background. They are manufacturers of some industrial automobile parts plus dealers for Hero Motors, all these things. So she also works with me daily. Both of us deal with that, and we have set up teams which coordinate with all the other activities. And we have learnt everything more from Toyota only. It's all Toyota way. What all we are implementing in all the businesses is what we learned from Toyota. So luckily I have team of people who look into each and every aspect. Service is a different team. There is a sales team separate who give us regular reports, and everything we are on WhatsApp. Our reporting is majorly on, even though email everything is there, and as per company norms, each one has the different formats. But internally we did everything through our WhatsApp circulation, this thing, and everything happens major through that. And other people are also, we have a team who are empowered to take decisions. So the team, they have started with me from my two-wheeler days. Most of them are continuing, and each one, initial one person was the executive, now who is heading service head of the total group. Like that we have many people who are into different this thing, who are more like a family to us. So that type of people are there. It has made our task easy, and now slowly my daughter also, elder daughter also, is going to join into business. So I'll have a more this thing.
As they say, a car salesman can sell anything. But today, selling a car has become even more difficult because the buyers have done their research on the internet, checked out everything about the car, and all they need to know is how much discount will the dealer give or what extra will he throw it in. In such a scenario, has the car sales of the old ways of selling cars changed now? Is it selling cars a different ball game today?
Initially when we entered, marketing was only we used to go to the field, do more of field activities more. It was nothing like and through paper advertisement only that time. But now there is a lot of change. More everything is more moving towards digitalized marketing, all that content thing. And luckily now customers are more educated than my team now. Than anyone's team. Let it be any automobile dealer, more than their staff. Customers, due to the internet availability and all this thing, they already decide everything and come into the showrooms. So our duty is only to do certain technical aspects we explain to them and do. And our job is becoming easy compared when we started. Is really a tough selling a vehicle to the customer. But nowadays, luckily due to the internet, this thing in digital age, all that, it has become easy. And company also gives us support through a lot of activities and other things, which is working out in their favor.
You have in your group today Toyota, Renault, Benz and others. Each of these companies has a different kind of work culture, sales culture and service culture. How is it that you, as the managing director of the Harsha Auto Group, dealing with this entire lot of dimensions within the same automobile sector?
For me, I feel the best is Toyota only, because whatever I am implementing, let it be in the German brand or the French brand or any other thing, we can see a lot of practices not only from my dealership, it is from my co-dealers, because I have a lot of common dealer friends who are in most of the brands. So a lot of us implemented systems more from Toyota only, that even the manufacturers also accept. Maybe Germans' quality might be good, but Toyota also is equally good then, like that. And the French also, they have a product, good product, but other systems, everything is, I can say, the best is Toyota. So it as a dealer, for me, it's only not as a business person also, in the society also, or with the bankers or anyone, there is a certain special respect to a Toyota dealer compared to any other brand, let it be a luxury brand or anything, because they know the company it's not a short-term company or something, it's for my next generation, and the company also looks in that way. They treat it as their family members. It's not like we do business with them. They feel it's a part of the family. Dealers are also part of the family. That's why we like the most the Toyota this thing. And Toyota dealers are also one of the best in the country. If you take not only me, any other part also, Toyota dealers, most of the places, they are the best in compared in all aspects. Let it be financial, let it be in system process, other things, it's the best this thing. And from Germans we learnt punctuality, this timing, all that is from the Germans this thing. French means Renault, I don't deal much because my wife only looks into my cousins, they look into that. And nowadays I am looking more into new setups, other business expansions, other things, whereas the team, other people are looking into total operations running, all that.
Today you are everywhere. Today you are within all parts of Andhrapradesh and Telangana. You have a clutch of brands that you deal with in the automobile sector. But naturally you are not going to sit and say this is enough. You must be planning to grow. You must be planning to diversify. What are the business plans that you have, both in the automobile sector and outside the automobile sector?
Now expansion, we don't want to go too much aggressively in automobile. Only we want to limit to Toyota and Bharat Benz. Other brands we don't want to go much into this thing. But we are now slowly diversifying into construction also. We already started into construction. Maybe we will be doing more into the construction part. Automobile, main reason why we don't want to diversify too much also, lack of manpower, quality manpower. Manpower is there, but quality manpower is not available nowadays. So due to that, we thought better to not only put everything in one basket, instead we wanted to diversify into two fields. So we started into real estate and construction. Real estate, we have started our first project now. It's more into construction A-grade office space. It's a commercial project in financial district, Nanakrampugud, this thing. It will be completing the it's around 4.5 lakh square feet of built up office, A-grade office space, which will be leasing out for some software company, which we are already in talks with. So in that way, now we are slowly again adding 2-3 more other residential and commercial projects. This also we would like to parallelly develop like what we did in automobile. Same thing we would like to develop in real estate and construction segments also.
You spoke about your expansion plans into the real estate sector. Where are you concentrating on? I mean, is it going to be commercial or residential? Because both these are different ball games, isn't it? Hyderabad has been traditionally doing well on the commercial side. Residential is also picking up. So where is going to be your focus on?
Hyderabad is growing because we did more this thing. We are interacting more with these real estate companies. Luckily, we have more friends in the industry. We were regularly talk with JLL, Knight and Frank, and CBRE. All these we take inputs from them also, because for us it was a new this thing. We started interactions more with them. Depending on the market size, all that their feeling is Hyderabad market still has a scope to grow because it's not grown abnormally like other markets. So our feeling is it is still 3-4 years it will be growing, not at a very high pace, but steady growth will be there for this. And luckily infrastructure, other things compared to other cities, Hyderabad is good, and the costs are also, cost of living is good here, and software companies get the right manpower here. So we thought we'll first start with Hyderabad, but we'll be expanding to other cities slowly.
Apart from the world of business, Mr. Harshavardhan, you're also known for kind of doing your CSR work, especially in the field of training youngsters and skill development. The Swarna Bharat Trust and the Muppavarapu Trust are supposed to be doing yeoman work in this field. You're doing plenty of activities in this field. Can you just detail out what exactly are the activities that have been happening under these two trusts?
The trust initial, this thing was the idea of my father only. He wanted to do something where give back to the society. So we started this in our hometown 18 years back. It's not now. 18 years back we started with Swarna Bharat Trust, in which my sister takes more active part more than me. And we started with Nellore, and there we started skill development. Before the government introduced itself, we started skill development courses. Each course we do for 3 months free of cost, and there are almost around 20 to 25 trades what we do. Let it be anything, let it be in automobile, let it be in industry, this thing, let it be in software, pharma division, all divisions we have, whatever is there, we have all divisions. And after Nellore, we started in Vijayawada also, one more center, where we have got all the same similar setups and added more courses also. And we do more health related camps also, free health campaigns, checkups, everything. We don't charge single rupee, and we get the best of the best doctors, everyone to those areas, and treat the patients there. After that, now again we started Hyderabad, which is the latest one what you saw. Hyderabad also is already 2 years plus old. Hyderabad has got one of the best facility for pharma training, which you can't find anywhere in India. It's more like a pharma plant in the trust only we have put up, the best of the best. And the trust is mainly taken up by father's friends, a team of 10 friends combined together, and we don't take single rupee from the government. It's only father's friends and our family trust. What we have, we contribute towards this thing. And why we went more into skill development was, we saw that's a huge opportunity. People who are not, they are studying IT, it's only, it takes 2 years for them, and by the time they complete, they don't know whether they gets a job or not. But whereas luckily in our trust, we are tied up with many big institutions, factories, industries, all that. So once a student completes his 3 months course, we give him a certificate, plus that job also is guaranteed. By the time he completes his course, he lands up with a job there. So we have a hostel facility also everywhere. So luckily in some courses we are able to get people. One more concern is, we have a small concern there, getting candidates from rural areas to stay here. We have provided hostel facilities also. Regarding plumbing, other things, there is a shortage in the market, but people nowadays feel it is below their this thing to work as a plumber or continue as a plumber, whereas the same guy who goes and cleans a bathroom in the Gulf, there he doesn't feel this thing, but here it is there. So he can earn 3 times more what he earns in Gulf, but people are not knowing that. We're slowly trying to educate them. We'll be starting our rural campaigning also, where we say that you come here, earn in your own home place instead of going abroad. That we'll start in Telangana shortly.
A politician's son always looks to step into his father's boots. But definitely, in your case, you have been different. You have been in the world of business and still in the world of business. Has ever this thought crossed your mind that one day you would like also to be in the world of business and then step into the world of politics? Is it possible? Is it feasible? Is it on the cards?
From my childhood days, I was not much interested in politics. I could see my father. Our background is, we are from agriculture background. My grandfather was a farmer, this thing. My father developed interest into politics and he was on his own this thing. We don't have any godfathers or we are not from a political family. So I could see all the hardships what he used to face. And after he has come to a certain stage, but we saw him, he could never spend time with the family, which was the biggest this thing for me to feel. When you go into politics, you have to devote full time into that. So that was the major point for me to not to go into politics, which I didn't like. I didn't want to, and I was not mingling with people also. I knew I won't be suitable for politics, I decided. And my parents also, there was no force from my father or anyone. So basically I was interested more into business. So I started continuing into business this thing. Sister was more into social service, all other activities. Father gave us a very free hand. He said whatever is there, you develop on your own and do. Luckily, his name itself has given us a good this thing in the society. We feel lucky to be his children, and we have learnt a lot of things from him. And we don't want our children to face all those hardships where parents can't spend more time with. Luckily, my mother has dedicated full time to us. So we don't want our children to get into the same this thing. So we feel political this thing is not my field of this thing as of now. Future, if required, maybe once I become free of all the business, all that, then we may think into that. But as of now, I'm not into political this thing at all.
So ladies and gentlemen, that was Harshavardhan Muppavarapu speaking to us about his world of business, his world of skill development, and of course, whether he will enter the world of politics. We got to see where things goes. Thank you for watching.